Check these eggplants, y'all. This house has a shade cloth on it, so we've got like 30% shade in this grow tunnel number 2. It's a caterpillar tunnel. This kind of infrastructure is so critical to the work that we do as urban farmers. And oftentimes, these are some of the biggest expenses: to buy a tunnel, to set up irrigation, to get seeds when the season is starting. And for 5 years, we've had the support of Katali Foundation in partnership with Possibility Labs, supporting us through Awali Inc. And it's been wonderful. And it's part of the reason, along with our amazing customers at Freedom Farmers Market and our Patreon supporters, it's part of the reason why we are able to be successful at the scale that we are. We know that the scale can go up. We know that we can transform the way that people interact with food. Giovanna did an IG Live interview with the botanical chef, and in there she was discussing food, of course. And she said something really fascinating. She said, food is everybody's culture. Anywhere you go around the world, we're gonna see that people have a food history, a food memory, food set of instructions. And it reminded me of a story years ago when I first got to Atlanta, 2006, when we had first gotten to Atlanta and we were on the southwest side of Atlanta, establishing Truly Living Well, natural urban farms at the time. We were instructed to go and meet a cultural leader in the community. And this man was considered to be very intelligent because of the degrees that he had and the books that he had written. And so we went to meet him, and he was living in the West End, and he had a modest home in the West End. And it was the historic type of architecture for that neighborhood in Atlanta. And the house was kind of overgrown on the outside, and he came out and he had the look that he had, and he was introduced with the name that he had, and I was introduced with the name that I have, Eugene Cook. And he looked at me and he said, "You walking around here with these locks in Atlanta with that slave name?" And I remember thinking, now this man is living in a house that is mimicking a European design here in America, while not growing any food on the land that he owns that's actually in southeastern America. I never said these things to him because he was my elder, or is my elder, if he's still living. Peace be upon him if he is not. I thought the people, my parents, who gave me this so-called slave name, taught me how to grow food, prepare food, lay tile, do light plumbing, do light construction and electrical, taught me to read, taught me to study, taught me to save money. And this man is saying that I'm brainwashed for having that name. And I'm thinking, this brother buys collard greens from Kroger while he owns a European designed house in a major metropolitan city and isn't growing any food. This is the cucumbers. So the question is this: what is culture and where is it? Is culture living in the name? Is it living in the practices? Where is culture? And how are we determining who our cultural leaders are? Is it based on the things that they say or the clothes that they wear? Or is it based on their ability to produce? And as you see here with this compost pile, recycle, redistribute, renew, regenerate those nutrients, that power, that life force, that chi. We're grateful for everybody who supports us on Patreon. We're grateful for everybody who has been subscribing on YouTube, following on Instagram and TikTok, this place is changing. We're planning to have some more drone footage this year of how this place looks right now. And in the meantime, follow along here, or where you are. This is the time when we do these rough scrapes in the tunnel to stimulate the soil, cultivate the soil, allow water to come through, as well as get rid of some of the fast growing grasses. Consider this. Where is the enslavement? Is it in a name? Is it in our practices? Is it in our mind? If we are lucky enough to own a piece of land in North America, also known as Turtle Island, and we're not growing any food, none of our basic herbs or greens or melons or any of that, is that enslavement? Is that mental slavery? Or if we meet someone who has a European or what we might call slave sounding name, like, I don't know, maybe like George Washington Carver, and yet they can practice Kimergy, creating household and industrial products from plant materials. Is that enslavement? Is that a slave mentality?